What's up, guys? Welcome back to the PCT podcast, also known as the Star Wars podcast.
No,
I'm Jake.
it's not known as that.
This is number 22,
It's not known as that.
Jalen's favorite number,
It's not known as that.
and also the number of Star Wars. I am joined by Jalen,
Welcome, guys. Glad to be here.
Miguel,
What's up, guys?
and Maximilian.
Hey, how's it going?
Max is here too. Yes, sir. So this is the first podcast we have done live, and since I think the last one we did live was May 16th or something like that, around there.
2 weeks.
It's been a fat minute. So the last few were pre-recorded because I wasn't available, and then obviously last week we decided not to do it because of everything that was happening. But
So you
Allegedly pre-recorded. Yeah.
yeah. How's everyone been though?
Yeah.
What's been going on?
work, a whole lot of work.
I feel that. Making that money, man.
You know it, man.
Yes,
Getting
sir.
those
Yes,
hours
sir.
in.
Yes, sir. What about you, Miguel? What have you been up to, buddy?
Legit nothing.
Yeah. Protesting? Rioting?
Nothing else to
Nothing?
do, so,
Looting?
Jake, what about you, buddy?
I've been, playing
No.
Horizon.
Yeah, Matt's back on that as well.
a lot of
And
Horizon.
yeah,
Because I saw the trailer for the new game, which we'll get into all those in a little bit about the PlayStation and all that.
mhm.
But I watched it when I saw the trailer for the new one. I was like, dang. I never actually really finished the first one, so I guess I should
It's a good
play
game.
it.
I really enjoyed
Yeah.
it. I really did enjoy it.
Got like a year or two until it comes out, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Speaking of robots, so
As for me though, I can happily
and
cross.
no one asked.
Yeah, no one did ask. I take offense to that.
Hey, Jalen.
Jalen, what have you been
Jalen,
up to?
Jalen,
What have you been up to,
Oh my
man?
god,
What's
guys,
what's shaking with you?
guys.
you said you weren't available the other week. What have you been up to?
Well, whenever we pre-recorded, I was in Austin. I was chilling with some family. But most recently, I can happily say I can cross 13 Reasons Why off my list. We finished that
Same.
series.
Wow.
It
Is
was,
there going to be a review?
yeah, there will be a review out. I'm still working on it. I have a lot to say about this new season as well as the series as a whole. It's really crappy. And
Hey, Netflix, if you're watching, make a season 5.
no,
Cast me and Jalen.
no,
Oh, we know the high school experience.
we do,
so
and it's nothing
Not
like the
really.
TV show.
You got most of it
We're-
cut off.
we're ready.
Um,
We're ready for this.
And then I've been watching Pirates of the Caribbean for the first time ever, so
And Jalen hates it.
I do not hate it.
Also, I actually
He
wanted to
hates-
say something to everybody here. Congrats, you guys, on getting your diplomas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Congrats.
Can't speak for Jake.
Congratulations.
Specifically, Jalen.
Can't speak for Jake.
No.
But yes, Max and Miguel, I'm so proud of you guys. It's been a long time coming.
Indeed,
Thanks,
indeed.
But yeah,
Was
we
that
have
speaking? Was that speaking for me?
no. But yeah,
Because I also want to say congrats to you, specifically you two, and not Jalen.
Thank you, Jake, so much.
that's a hate
Well-
crime if I ever heard one. But yeah, dude, this week was pretty eventful to say the least. Yesterday, we had the official PlayStation 5 showcase. So not only did we see a slew of games, but we also got to see the console itself. We still don't know release date or price point, but we do know some peripherals coming with the console. We know what the console looks like. We also today, Last of Us Part 2 reviews dropped. Overwhelmingly positive. Someone's getting a phone call right now. I don't know who that is. Miguel's a very important man. So yeah, Last of Us Part 2 reviews that dropped. Last time I checked, the Metacritic had a 96 out of like 84 reviews or something like that.
Yeah, that paid off.
40, it was around like 40 of them. 40 of the 84 were all around hundreds. And the lowest score received was a 70, and 3 reviewers gave it a 70. So I'm excited to say the least. It's already downloaded on my console. I'm ready to play that game.
Jalen, since PCT got an early copy of the game, when's our review going to be up?
Our review is going to be up now. It's a great game. Don't judge it before you buy it. Play it now.
Play it. And
I will say that I did really enjoy The Last of Us, the first one on console back when I played it.
Yep.
It was definitely one of the best world building that I've seen. The attention to actually creating that environment. It's
100%.
really
this
nice.
video is not sponsored by The Last of Us or Naughty Dog.
And I think for me personally, I want to touch on this real quick, then get to the main topics. But I think for me personally, The Last of Us. I mean, if you even break down the story, it's super generic. There's nothing really special about it. But just like you said, Max, the world building, the character building, just how it puts you in the shoes of Joel and Ellie, and granted,
the attention that the attention that they pay to actually developing that into the game.
100%.
I saw for
You can go on ahead.
like Disney. It was like a Disney film or something, and I was like, all right, like story's generic. It's just everything else around it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, it just goes to prove that even with a generic storyline like that, if you can truly put that work and that effort into making the game good, or film, or whatever it may be, you can create something truly beautiful.
100%.
Yeah, I think some of the best stories are the ones that have simplicity to them.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
ones that don't make you like have to dig through layers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You know,
where
and
you
just get an
spend hours
appreciation
of
for-
YouTube videos trying to figure out all
Yeah.
the lore inside of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just having appreciation for characters in the world they're in, I think, can go a long way than just having like a entirely new kind of game or whatever.
Yeah, that was one of the things I liked about Metro Exodus. Is just those tiny little things that give you those hints of like the characters are really there.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
100%. But yeah, I'm glad we are already on the topic of Sony. Once again, Last of Us Part 2 comes
Who?
out next Friday. Shut up, Jake. But yeah, just like we said earlier, Sony did a press conference. It wasn't really a press conference. It was more of a showcase. But they showed off their games. They showed off their design, their console. They showed off this peripheral. It was all yesterday. First impressions. What do you guys think?
I'm hyped.
Yes, sir.
I'm there. I'm ready for the new console. I'm probably not gonna get it like day one or anything, but
Yeah.
I want it.
Yeah.
I really like the design.
100%, dude.
I gotta say.
I gotta say,
I
dude.
really like the
I gotta
design.
say, I've rewatched that trailer for the box itself at least 10 times, and I remember when, because you and I, we watched it live, and you remember when there was like morphine into that box, and it was like almost a
God, I was
carbon
so
copy.
scared.
It was almost a carbon copy of the Xbox Series X, and I was like, dude, there's no way they have to be like tooling with Microsoft right now. There's no way this console's gonna look like this.
I was so scared because it was just a tower. It was a black tower, and I was like, no,
Yeah.
don't do this.
I was scared. But yeah, dude, it looks so sleek. It looks futuristic. They have two models. They have a model with a disc tray and a model without the disc tray. It's called the all digital version.
Which one you do?
I'm getting the one with the disc tray. Although the one without the
disc
disc tray
tray.
is sleeker. I brought this up to numerous people who've already said that they're buying the digital one. I was like, what if someone knows you play PlayStation? However, like whenever they get you a game for like Christmas or your birthday, whatever the case may be, it's a physical game. Or let's say you have movies you like to watch, you're not gonna be able to watch those, that physical media. So I feel like having a disc tray is a lot more tangible, and it doesn't add that much bulkiness to it. So I'm not tripping about it.
I would say though that it is only a matter of time before everything does go digital, though, before companies stop releasing disc copies of games and things like that.
Yeah, because it saves money. It really does.
Yeah, 100%. And resources.
Question is this though: is the PlayStation 5 going to have backwards compatibility?
Well, so Sony's already confirmed that it's going to have backwards compatibility with a majority of PlayStation 4 games. PlayStation 3 is still up in the air, as well as I think all the other consoles are still kind of up in the air. But there's rumors have suggested that they're trying to like bring backwards compatibility from 1, 2, and PS Vita and all of 4 on the PS5. 3 is only up in the air because of the CPU that the PlayStation 3 was running off of, the Cell CPU. Really weird situation they were in there, but it's more or less we'll have to find out and wait and see.
Like,
I would say that as a PC user, I don't play games on consoles and things like that. I think that if I were to get a console, PS5 would probably be the way for me to go. I like the design of it, the sleekness of it, like you said. It looks nice.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the biggest selling points when it comes to next gen consoles.
Yeah, you don't want to just buy a box, bro. You just don't want to buy a black box.
I know.
Don't want to get a box to go next to your PC.
And that's the thing for me. So that was the deciding factor for me. I tend to play on PlayStation simply because all my friends are there, and I love the exclusive games. If I'm never gonna be in a situation where I'm, trying to figure out whether or not I want to buy a PlayStation or Xbox, because I can play all my Xbox games on my PC. So me buying an Xbox is completely out of the equation for me as of right now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, 100%. The only problem that I have with consoles is the controller, because I've dealt with keyboard for so long. But even then, you can plug a keyboard and mouse into your console.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that option's always there for me as well.
100%.
And you think that like we're supposed to like maybe get cross-platform with other systems as well?
Oh, 100%. We've Sony Microsoft has already set that precedent with simple games like Fortnite and Rocket League and
Minecraft,
Modern Warfare. So I see that.
I don't see why companies would be against that either, because it expands your market size significantly when you have cross-play.
Legit with that, it's like, well, there's not going to be a question of, oh, my friends are on this console. You just go with whatever console you want to play due to the exclusives. That's what will be this generation for sure, I believe. And for other people are just like, oh, it doesn't matter about the exclusives. The exclusives make the system. Why do you think Nintendo did so well for a long time?
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, the hardware, dude. I'm glad it looks the way it does, 100%. But let's talk about some of the software, some of the games that were announced. Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Man, oh man. It looks awesome.
A good chunk of the reason I got a PS4 was to play that Spider-Man game, because I saw the trailer and I was like,
you have to get that.
If there was a game that I was gonna buy just a console for, that would be it. And now I have a PlayStation that is the special edition of the PS Pro, where it's the giant spider logo on it. I love that game.
Would you say money well spent? It was like $500, right?
Yeah.
400, 500, something like that.
Hey, shut up. It's all good.
Money well spent, yes sir.
Dude, it's an awesome console, and I love the Spider-Man game. I loved the immersiveness of it. Jalen can agree, and I love that game. And when I saw that was the little teaser trailer they give for the game, really, I was like, oh, it's gonna be Miles Morales. I was like, this is gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
I was like, they because for me, I think they built up Miles Morales really well. In the game, maybe not so much in the DLC. The DLC was kind of meh for me.
Yeah.
But the game itself and them kind of showing Miles and doing all this stuff about him, kind of Peter kind of teaching Miles to be a good person. I just loved it a lot. And when I saw this was gonna be a Miles Morales game, I was like, oh yes. Yeah. And I saw that they're gonna do the invisibility. They're gonna have the electrocution, the Venom strike thing. And I was like, yes, this is gonna be such a good game.
I hope that one problem I have with Spider-Man PS4 is the stealth missions, because the guards just give alerted once you're there, once you start taking them up.
That's why
taking them out enough.
That's why I think Miles Morales is gonna be better, because he can go invisible. I think it'll be if they're gonna do stealth missions, it'll actually be better.
It's a good mechanic to have.
I don't know if you ever played what was it, the Amazing Spider-Man 2, I think, video game. I really like the stealth missions in that, because it really utilize really crawling on the walls and doing stuff like that. And
this one's cool.
And really timing going between people.
Yeah, this one's cool too. It's just the guards. They're like, oh yeah, he's here. after you like take down
Yeah.
weapons, and then they know where
Yeah.
you are. Now he's bothering me. I'm like, well, if it's gonna be a stealth thing, I want to take out all of the people stealthily. Just give me waves of stealth people. Like,
Yeah.
I'll do it.
In the new one, it is very much if you're caught, then you have to start over.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
And
No, it's
well,
kinda
something that also surprised me a little bit was Rockstar's decision to continue GTA 5 even further with an expanded and enhanced edition coming out for the PS5.
So yeah, Skyrim is
Yeah.
making a return once again. I mean, GTA 5 is making a return for its third console generation.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not so sure if I'm excited for the Skyrim one because there's been mods on PC for a long time to enhance the play of Skyrim, but I am, however, excited for Elder Scrolls 6 to be coming out.
The joke there was
Would you
GTA 5 is Skyrim, Max.
Oh, r/whoosh.
No,
Oh my God.
I was surprised. Well, I guess I was.
Bro, when I
was
saw
just
when I
shocked.
saw that Rockstar logo, I was freaking out. I was like, because the rumor has been that they're going to remaster Red Dead 1, and so I was
what?
I was like, there's
I haven't
no.
even heard about that.
Oh yeah, dude, yeah. And so I was like, dude, are they going to show it right now? Like the first, it wasn't like one of the first things that was on the reveal.
I think Spider-Man was the first thing.
Like, last things.
And so
No, GTA 5 started out.
Oh, was it?
yeah, GTA 5 started. So I was like, whoa! Like as soon as I saw that Rockstar logo, I was like, there's no way they're doing this right now. I was like, is either that Red Dead 1 remake or remaster everyone's talking about, or is GTA 6 like teaser? Dude, when I saw GTA 5, I was like, come on, man. I was kind of bogged down, but then they might add North Yankton, so I was like, okay, I can get behind this.
Whatever makes some money. That game still has money going towards it.
Dude, that-
so I
Oh,
understand.
100%.
Dude,
GTA 5, I would say, has one of the longest lifespan for a game that I have seen
Dude,
in years.
for the longest time, GTA 5 was number 1 every single month in sales until like
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah, and that's mind blowing, especially since even now, like it's not the production on it hasn't even slowed down. I don't play GTA 5,
Mhm.
but I've seen that they're constantly releasing new content for the game. They're not slowing down progression in the slightest.
Was
Like,
that $1 million a month deal? Was that only for PlayStation members?
I doubt, maybe.
Because like if I remember, they said like for whatever game, like GTA people only, it was like until the PS5 comes out, and I was like, if that's only for PlayStation users, I guess rip all the
Well,
Xbox.
Rockstar does have like some exclusivity with the Sony, so
Mm.
yeah.
Is our PlayStation stimulus check?
Stimulus check every single month until November.
Well, like when we were watching with a couple of people, and they're like, it should be $1 million a week, and I'm like,
I was like, bro,
you're so greedy.
be happy with
What are you buying?
You're getting a free $1 million just for playing the game. Come on now.
Just
Mhm.
for having it installed.
Yeah. Another thing I'm excited about though is Ratchet and Clank. That was a
Yeah.
big time
Bro,
childhood game of
I
mine
was
on the PS2.
I was playing the reboot earlier today because I love the original PS2 game 100%, but I never
Yes.
I never finished the reboot on PS4, and that game is so much fun, dude. I love Ratchet and Clank.
I've always been a fan
wanna
of Ratchet.
see him
I remember being little and watching my big brother play and then learning how to play. It was just that was one of the games that got me into gaming, and I've always had a connection to that
With
game.
that, I want to see him bring back Sly Cooper somehow.
Weren't they trying to make a movie?
A movie
A
for Sly
Ratchet
Cooper?
and Clank movie?
I no,
Ratchet
they were trying
and
to
Clank.
they were trying to make a
Who's the
Sly Cooper movie. Who made Sly Cooper? Was that Insomniac? Or no, that was
No.
wasn't
No, they
it?
mean Spider-Man.
I know that. I forgot who made Sly Cooper. For some reason, I'm leaning towards Ubisoft, but I know I don't think it was Ubisoft.
I don't like how you say Ubisoft.
Ubi? Ubi. Ubisoft.
I wasn't gonna be the one to mention it.
Forget you guys. But yeah, is there any other games? Horizon 2, lordy.
Do you say
Yeah.
Uplay?
Keep talking, Jake.
The Uplay store? Is that where you go to get your spend your Uplay?
I don't.
currency? Is that what you did?
Jake might not be here next week. Just saying.
Resident Evil Village is coming out, and
So yeah, I saw. I don't know. It looks like graphics wise, it looks kind of crappy. Was that me, or did anyone else agree?
Yes.
Because
it doesn't look as good as it could be in this time period.
I was really comparing it to the newest release, which is Resident Evil 3 Remake, and I was like, why does this game look like trash compared to that?
Maybe it was just like did it say like that was the final footage or whatever? Like,
No, it wasn't.
It could just be like older footage.
I think it was a 2020.
I don't know why I'm saying footage like they like they filmed it, but
I think it's a 2021 game too.
Yeah.
But
they said Spider-Man was gonna be 2020.
Yeah, so the thing is with Spider-Man, because I was really confused. I didn't think it was going to be a full-fledged game. They just didn't make a game that fast. You know, if that was a full-fledged game, that game would probably not be as great as the first one. So supposedly it's supposed to be sort of like Uncharted Lost Legacy. If you played that, where it was kind of like cut content from the base game. But the reason why it was cut was because it was just so expansive and so big. They decided just to take it out of the original game and just put a price tag on it.
Yeah.
So,
which I'm fine with.
I think it might come out on PS4.
This I can see them. You know, they've been kind of working on it for the 2-year span, I guess. For it to be DLC, I can't really see that happening.
Maybe. And then Sony's been really vague about it. So I don't know if it's going to be like something like a free thing if you buy the PS5 version, or do you get the PS5 version if you already own the PS4 version? There's a lot of variables to this that haven't been discussed.
Have you played Infamous Lost Light? I think it might be something like that.
Oh yeah, Infamous First Light. Yeah.
Pretty sure it might be something like that, to be honest.
That's what I'm thinking. And
if it is, then I don't mind it.
Yeah, I'm not tripping about it at all. And then I think as far as the story goes, it's obviously going to, it's going to take place between the first and second game. I think, the second game is going to sort of pick up where Miles Morales leaves off, or maybe the second game takes place during Miles Morales. So while
you think it's gonna be like another Earth?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, you're smart.
I don't think so. So yeah, I'm very intrigued. I think that's one thing I didn't like this conference, though. I mean, I understand it, but I wish there was more. I wish it was like I wish
so
it was
for that one rumor about the 2-hour-long conference.
Yeah, so I didn't understand. I was really lost whenever it ended, after an hour and a half.
Yeah, because they're saying it was gonna be like a 2-hour conference, and I was like, dang, that sounds cool. They're gonna reveal a lot of stuff.
Then there's a lot of games that were supposed to be revealed that weren't, like God of War 2, or not technically 2, but the new one was
it's God of War 2.
No, it's like God of War 7 or 8 or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's a new line.
It was supposed to be announced yesterday. The new Call of Duty game, which where is that game at? That was supposed to be announced yesterday. This is the longest it's ever taken for a Call of Duty game to be announced.
I mean, usually they pop another one out every year.
Yeah, but they're also normally announced at the end of May, early June, and this is this hasn't been seen before, where a Call of Duty game is almost mid-June and it hasn't been announced.
Yeah. Well, we also have to consider that there might have been delays due to the current pandemic.
That's true.
I guess.
But
so.
if they were to release all that, that's too much heat for us. We can't handle all that, man.
maybe.
We would have been. I don't know. We probably would have died if we saw that.
What was with that one game, Returnal?
That
one looked weird.
Is that the no? That's not Square Enix. I know which one you're talking about.
Returnal was the one where it's like the girl with the different colored eyes.
Yeah.
Jalen, what was the name of that one that you sent me the trailer to? The indie game coming out.
Oh,
Dinosaurs.
Right. Oh, man, let me see. Let me go back on Snapchat. It was like Bright Infinite, something like that.
Yeah, something of that sort. That game looks amazing.
Yeah, and I think it's coming out to consoles. It's coming out to PC and Xbox Series X first, and I think they're going to try to put it on consoles or on PS4. Bright Memory Infinite. That's it.
Okay, cool.
What do you guys
Yeah.
think about the Live Die Repeat game?
Oh, Deathloop. That looked awesome.
Yeah.
That looked awesome.
That looked interesting. That reminded me of that one game. It was like called Screen Look or something like that. It reminded me of that,
The art
which
style looked
was a pretty fun.
The art
game.
style was Dishonored. It was.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, it's like the Dishonored mixed with Borderlands a bit.
I was feeling kind of like Dishonored and We Happy Few.
Yeah, I
It
got
looked-
a little bit of a Once Upon a Time in Hollywood kind of vibe from.
No, that
Like,
looked.
it looks cool.
I looked.
It's a pretty cool concept for a game.
Yeah. And supposedly in between like the game announcements, the people that we saw like talking about the games, those were all CGI.
Were they really? Did they confirm that?
It hasn't been confirmed, but I mean, from looking at it, they didn't look real. It looked like
Because we were joking about it, but like I was like,
it looked like
I can't tell if
CG.
these are just like if these are just really good cameras.
It looks, dude. It was. I don't know. It.
Bro, CGI. I want to see what the game's gonna look like now.
Yeah. That's one thing I wasn't super I guess down about was the graphics. I wasn't, thinking that the graphics looked bad. Everything looked great. Everything looked amazing. And a lot of the stuff we saw was gameplay, so
Even Goodbye from Volcano High.
that game's a meme. It's stupid. So, yeah, what do you
What else
guys
was there?
what do you guys think the PS5 will be priced at? I'm going with 500 for the
350.
I'm going with 500 for the
$350? Are you serious?
50,
$3.50.
was
if they make it 350, bro.
I'm
You
going
know how much they're gonna charge us for PlayStation Plus?
I don't know, man.
I'm going 500 for the disc tray model and 450 for the non-disc tray model.
If that's the case, then that's pretty.
I'm gonna go
reasonable.
451.
I hate you. So
I've
they,
watched.
But
What's
let's
prices
see
are
what Microsoft and Sony about to do whenever they release the prices.
man,
See
Do
how
you really
quick they
think do you really think the digital and disc versions are gonna have such a difference in price?
yeah.
Did you know the Xbox X had the same thing before?
Yeah, so the Xbox One S launched an all digital version and it was like $100 cheaper than the regular Xbox One S.
I'm like, I get what they're doing. Some of our friends are like, "Oh, there's no difference between. I don't see the difference." I'm like, the difference is gonna be the price, Dodo.
And it might be even considering Dodo,
Dodo.
considering it's even more, or considering it's a 4K Blu-ray player, the discount having that digital version might be even greater because 4K Blu-ray players aren't cheap.
So maybe like 100 to 150.
I'm thinking $50 minimum. I think if we're looking at a maximum, PS5 the regular model is 500 and the digital model is 400.
I'm gonna think 1,000.
We don't have iPhones here, man.
See, at that point, people would just be buying PCs.
Yeah,
You can still get a really good PC for 500.
I don't know about today, man. Things are getting way more expensive in this PC realm.
I guess so.
I mean, unless as long as you're staying away from Intel, I'll say that. If you stay away
Yeah.
from Intel, you could actually, get away with a cheaper PC.
Yeah, me
If
personally,
you go Intel, you're dropping a couple grand at the minimum.
me personally, dude, I'm rocking Ryzen and I'm happy with it.
Same here.
You know-
I have the Ryzen 7 3700K.
Yeah, I'm rocking the
Yeah,
17.
I'm rocking Verizon.
I'm rocking the 1700X, and I do AMD. Price and the performance ratio is perfect. So
100%.
I'm gonna have y'all build my PC.
yes, sir. Yes,
Alrighty.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, I got a laptop.
So
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say, Xbox is
Keyboard lights up.
Xbox is about to get screwed again. This is going to be another console generation where Microsoft's going to get just
Speaking
destroyed.
of Xbox, did they really show any of their exclusives?
They showed a few. A lot of them were like smaller titles.
Yeah,
And
I don't think Xbox is building enough hype the way that PS5 is.
I beg to
Yeah, it's like
differ.
their
I beg to
marketing-
differ.
It's like their marketing, but it's nothing's interesting.
I beg to differ,
That's my
dude.
thing.
So Xbox has been building hype for this console since January. PlayStation's just now getting the ball rolling.
Well, I'm talking about in terms of actually like releasing content to get people hyped about it. With PS5, they release all of these games. Everybody's seeing it for the first time. It gives us that shorter time span to wait till we actually have it in our hands.
Mhm.
Which
When you build hype really early like that, it might early bird gets the worm, but
Mhm.
not in all cases.
Yeah.
Sometimes the early bird comes and the worms are still asleep. It
What a metaphor.
happens to be a case of it happens to be a case of building that hype too early and then people forgetting about it.
Yeah.
That's what you don't want to happen.
Yeah, and that's the thing with like a lot of the Xbox exclusives that were announced, because Microsoft recently acquired like 20 something odd studios. So a lot of the games that were announced that are exclusive, they were either really small games or new IPs that no one's heard of. So I mean, the really big games that Microsoft has going for it right now is Gears and Halo.
Yeah, pretty
Like,
much.
if they showed some of that, then people would be excited about that. But I don't really know. I don't really remember any exclusives that they released on their thing that I was like, "Ooh, look, I want to get an Xbox because of that."
That man, when I saw that Hellblade 2 trailer, I lost it because I love Hellblade on the first one. That's I hope to God that comes to PlayStation, because right now it's labeled as a console exclusive. I doubt Ninja Theory is going to keep that away from PlayStation. I doubt it. But yeah, that like for me, even then I can play that on PC. So
Yeah,
I'm not really.
and I
tripping.
think that might be a flaw that it's a good thing that Xbox did it, but it's also kind of a flaw that they did it too, because now less people are going to buy their consoles if you can just stream it on PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even then, with the whole Gears and Halo, those are on PC now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
That's what you were saying earlier.
Every single game I want from Xbox, I can get Game Pass on my PC, and I can play that game right now.
Exactly. One thing though that Xbox is doing is their streaming app that they have for mobile now.
Yep.
I'm actually signed up for that, and I can play console games on my phone by hooking up a controller, and it's actually really, really cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely new, and it's weird. It's a weird concept.
So,
but it works really well.
Yeah, PlayStation has been doing that since 2012. Whenever the PS Vita launched, you could play your PS3 games on your Vita by streaming it. You could play your PS4 games on your Vita whenever the PS4 came out, and then they also put the same service. They put the same service on your phone as well as your PC. The only issue with something like that is Sony's not marketing it. I feel like something like this has a lot of potential, where I can right now turn on my PlayStation from my phone and start playing, Ratchet and Clank.
The thing that Xbox is doing is you don't even need the console. This is all straight from cloud. Yeah, this is all straight from cloud.
So do you pay for the game? This is like Google Stadia where they're free?
It's all preloaded onto the cloud, and you just pick a game, wait like a minute, and it loads up. And the only thing that it depends on is your internet connection.
Do you pay for the service?
No.
How are they going to make money?
But I'm a member for the PC Game Pass, the Ultimate membership or whatever, so that might be a deal in it. But I'm also an Xbox Insider for PC. So when it comes to things like that, I have a little bit more access to the beta things, but not a whole lot.
Got it.
But it helps with the Xbox streaming app and stuff like that. And I will say that it works remarkably well, even without Wi-Fi connection. I can do it on mobile data, and it works just about the same.
So once again, Sony has a similar thing. Now, what I was talking about, that's like remote play. Now that you explained it to me a little bit better, Sony has a similar thing called PlayStation Now, where it's strictly streaming. It's $60 a year. And then they have like a monthly subscription, a 3-month subscription, but $60 for 1 year. And you can, on your PC, on your PS4, you can stream games from PS2, 3, and 4.
Oh, wow.
And I tested it a little bit on PS4. Your connection has to be really robust. That's the only issue. So I have a gig of fiber coming in, so I don't have that issue with a lot of latency. PC, once again, your connection has to be really good. Once again, I feel like this is something that can be revolutionary if marketed, if money and R&D is put into it. You know, these companies right now, Sony and like Microsoft, they're just kind of like putting it out and like seeing if people will grab onto it. No, you got to market it. You got to put it out there. You got to, you know,
exactly.
There's another problem with PS now that annoys me.
I will say though that, or you going ahead, Jake?
Just to touch on the thing, with PlayStation now, there's another thing where if you're in a party with people, you can't play PlayStation 4 games.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't
really?
understand that. I think that's weird and unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand what, because you can play, like, if there's like a PlayStation 3 game or whatever, like I can play like Fallout New Vegas, whatever, in the party. But if I try to launch up like Uncharted 4, it immediately like just says, "Nah, you can't."
Mm-hmm. Now you can with PlayStation. Now you can download the games. I don't know about PC, but I know in PS4, if like you're streaming a PlayStation 4 game, you can download it so that you're not streaming anymore. You can download PlayStation 2 games so you're not streaming it. The only games you can't download are PS3 games. You have to stream those.
That's
Yeah, no, it was honestly really, really amazing to me though when I loaded it up on my phone and I could play, you know, Forza 4 and Ark and things like that.
Yeah.
It just the span and the immense the big games that they have available for it. It's just kind of mind-boggling. Like, wow, I'm running this on my phone.
100%.
You know.
Thank you for telling me that. I'm gonna have to go test that out, man.
Yeah.
100, I would actually recommend it. You know,
Like you said, it's free, so
I'm not sure if it's completely free, but I haven't paid for it. But I have the Xbox Ultimate membership for PC.
Got it.
Data and roaming terms apply.
Yeah.
So yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm really, dude. This next generation of gaming looks awesome, and I'm super excited. We need a release date. I think they're really holding off Microsoft and Sony. I don't even think it's like them competing with each other to see who would drop a price first. I think it's more or less COVID, because it's supposed to get worse. So I really do think that's why they're holding off on releasing a price and a release date. But yeah, I'm super excited. Everything I've seen from a Microsoft standpoint, a Sony standpoint, you know, is looking great. And people need to understand that if our consoles can run better and look better, PC games can also run and look better. So it's, you know, PC really piggybacks off the success of consoles, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah.
So
I didn't think of it like that, but that's good. That's good to think about too.
yeah. So yeah, I mean, the best way to look at that is if consoles can do it, PC can do it better. That's really all that means. But yeah, Miguel, you wanted to talk about.
Wait, before we go on to Miguel's thing,
Go for it.
I have an announcement to make.
You're pregnant?
Oh no.
I am. It's somehow both yours and Jalen's son.
Hate to see that.
So, I would like to make an announcement. I have deleted Battlefront 2 from my console.
Wow.
It's been an adjustment period, I think, for everyone.
So I guess rehab's working out then.
Rehab's working out. Haven't relapsed. It's still still deleted.
Yeah.
What'd you replace it?
Horizon and Uno. No. And speaking of Star Wars, and this being the Star Wars podcast, the thing I've talked about a few times, not much, but the rumored game Star Wars Squadron
Project
that was
Maverick.
called Project Maverick,
Yeah.
has been kind of teased with a wallpaper kind of
It looks beautiful.
I think it looks really good.
Yeah, me too.
Apparently people kind of angry that there's a woman on the cover. Apparently,
Well, why wouldn't you be? It's 2020.
I don't understand what that's about, but yeah, people are kind of angry that there's a woman on the cover. But the cover, I think, looks awesome. It is supposed to be a aerial space combat game about piloting ships in head-to-head combat. There will also be a single-player campaign but it will be mostly multiplayer, which I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Don't know anything about if they're going to do multiple eras or anything. We've just seen the cover. There's supposed to be a trailer on Monday.
Hmm.
I don't remember the actual time, but there is supposed to be a trailer on Monday that will. Here it is on June 15th at 8 a.m. Pacific time.
So you know what that means. Star Wars isn't going to be off his console for long. So.
Nope.
Yikes.
Technically, I don't think Star Wars is off my console at all right now because I think I still have Jedi Fallen Order downloaded.
And you finished Lego Force Awakens.
Oh yeah, we need to finish the DLC though.
Yes, sir.
But now that we've talked to the most important thing, we can move on to Miguel's thing.
Wow.
Okay.
All right, Miguel.
Wow.
Open it up, bro.
With how times are right now, with the Black Lives Matter, protests and riots going on.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think the film industry will change? Well, not just the film industry, but
down.
in general.
So coming from a film connoisseur like myself, I gotta say,
What?
Wait, you're a film connoisseur?
100%, man. You see,
You've seen movie?
when I think about a movie, I think of it like a fine wine, you know. No, but
Cover all 1,000 taste buds.
I think, with everything that's happening, Hollywood has already suffered from a lack of inclusiveness. I don't want to say minorities, just because.
Yeah.
But Hollywood, there's been a lot of shakeup in the industry, especially as of lately. Like, especially when we get to Oscar season, people are pissed off that minorities aren't in as many movies, or movies that do have minorities in it aren't nominated for anything. So not only do I see those type of movies getting more recognition, because there are a lot of great movies with minority casts and leads and whatever the case may be coming out every single year that just don't meet the mark because your Avengers and your Star Wars are coming out every year. I not only do I see those type of movies getting more recognition, but I see more. I guess I see more risk being taken. I feel like that's the biggest issue with Hollywood as a whole, and including minorities and whatever the case may be. It might for them seem kind of like, well, this formula has worked. These type of actors and actresses have worked, so let's keep them in the playing field. That's why, like, a lot of movies you watch, you've seen this person in 5 other movies in the last 15 years. So, I feel like Hollywood and movie industries are going to be taking a lot more risk, and especially with people like Michael B. Jordan and John Boyega, especially, shouting out and saying that this stuff isn't right. And not only do
he's been out there, man.
Yeah, doing a lot of great work, but not only do minorities need their voices heard, but they need to be seen on the big screen. I think a lot of good changes are going to come out of this.
I think the best part about it with John Boyega was when he went out to do all his speeches and things like that. His first thing he said was, "I don't care, I won't know if I'll have a job tomorrow." And immediately, like, after that was like trending, both Disney and like the Star Wars Twitter said, "We stand behind John Boyega." It was like instant. I was like, yeah, get like that. That's like a quick call out for them. I thought it was. I just thought it was interesting. Like, right when he said, "I don't know if I'll have a job tomorrow," the people that like basically were giving him a job immediately were on Twitter saying, "No, we're with you. We're with you."
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you also have the opposite side of the spectrum with things that can't be made anymore, like Tropic Thunder, for example. That
release that
movie
today.
would never be
Yikes.
able to be made again. It wouldn't be able to be made again.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Risk not being taken. Tropic Thunder, let alone it has blackface in the movie. It's a satire on blackface.
Exactly.
I feel like it's not like Song of the South where it's deliberate racism.
exactly.
Something like Tropic Thunder, I really don't think anyone really had an issue with Tropic Thunder. If you had an issue with Tropic Thunder, I'm sorry, you shouldn't be watching movies.
Yeah, there's a clear difference with when it comes to satire and things that are actually taking it to a different level that it shouldn't be taken to.
Yeah.
And sadly things have come to such extremes nowadays where something like that would get so much hate and backlash,
Yeah.
even if it is satire comedy.
Yeah,
You know?
because dude, like you said, everything is so extreme. You either have your super PC, political correctness. If it's not,
Yeah.
if it's not PC, you're offending everybody, or you have your go woke, go broke, side where who cares what people's feelings are? Let's just release it. And I feel like there needs to be a good mixture in the middle. I feel like neither side is correct. I feel like compromising both those ideas can make the world a lot better, and not only the world but films as a whole, dude. But yeah, I don't want. Now here's one thing I don't want, because Hollywood's known for this. I don't want black people being casted just to cast a black person.
Exactly.
That irks me so much. Having a minority and a non-minority role, like let's say Superman was black. That is not right. That wouldn't bode well with me. Granted, he's an alien. I just don't see it, man. Do a different take on Superman. Do like a different Kryptonian, but don't make Superman himself black.
Exactly. There's a difference when it comes to inclusiveness and when it comes to putting on a show.
Yeah, like forcing it down your throat. I don't want any agendas forced on my throat.
I think the best example of that, of like making a character black or like a person of color, I think the best example of that is with Nick Fury. Like, it didn't matter what color he was. It didn't matter at all. They just got a good actor to play a role. And
I
I
don't think a lot of people even knew Nick Fury was white until the movie started coming out. Like, because a lot of people went back and read those comics after, once they became invested in the films. I don't even think a lot of people even knew Rick Fury was white until they, started reading the comics after the movies already came out.
I only knew Nick Fury was white because I used to watch like the old Spider-Man show, and he was white in that, and I went, huh, they made Nick Fury black, and then I went, okay, when's the next movie?
Yeah.
For me, whenever they made Nick Fury, whenever I saw them name Nick Fury white, was, you guys play Ultimate Alliance?
Yeah, years ago.
Mm-hmm. Like, that one had a white Nick Fury, and you're like, oh, okay. And then, they made it, Samuel Jackson came and got casted for it, and you're like, oh, all right.
Well, in the comics now, they make Nick Fury look like Samuel Jackson. Like, he looks different in the comics now.
Yeah, that's just a representation of an actor taking on a role that's, practically like it seems like the role is made for them. They're able to portray that character so well. So why not have that become the general idea? Because they have embodied that general idea. Did
we ever figure out who Nick Fury was talking to in Avengers?
What are you talking about?
Remember when he's in the helicarrier? There's all those people that are just like on the screens, and they're kind of blue, but they have no face. Who were those people?
You're talking about like at the end of the movie, whenever like when they're
it's the end of the movie, and they're like, we launched the nuke or whatever.
Well, weren't some of those people in what wasn't like Ross? No, what was the name? What was the name of the, not the Winter Soldier? Who was the other bad guy in that movie? The general or whatever.
General Ross?
No, I don't think it's General Ross though.
You talking about Red Hulk?
No. Robert.
Are you talking about like
Robert Redford? Something like that?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, General Redford.
Yeah.
Wait.
Something like that. It's something like that.
Yeah.
He was on the screen. I forgot.
This is besides the point.
Yeah, it was some organization of like the higher ups of Shield. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's lame.
Yeah.
He's talking to Hydra, bro.
Yeah.
Talking to Hydra.
And they ran Shield.
That's the twist. It's like you thought Hydra was in control, but all the Skrulls had infiltrated Hydra, who had infiltrated Shield.
That's something for another video, man. I will love to talk about that. But
They really did just do like the infiltration thing twice, huh?
yeah, I don't know, man. I really hope that good things though do come out of everything that's happening.
Like for me, I'm not
Well, how,
movies. I'm saying media in general.
Yeah, and I don't feel like media all that much is going to change. I feel like if anything's going to change drastically, it's going to be film. Because media is already, I'd argue, the music industry is pretty much dominated by minorities. So and it's cherished. It's good. So I don't feel like media as a whole is going to change all that much. Films definitely need to change. Hollywood is a very whitewashed industry,
the
and
most annoying part is gonna be when all the people go like when everyone gets really annoyed and they're like they're just making these people to be black because they want to be black, and then there's no winning. That's gonna be the bad part. Is
Yeah.
when
It's
because
always
that's the problem is once you start doing that, then everyone's gonna say it's forced.
mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
because there is no like you can't like slowly start like in like I can't see a thing where like you could like slowly start integrating, minorities into movies or games because
Mhm.
once they're there, I mean they're there. So once it's there, people are gonna be like, "This is forced," and I hate it, and then they're gonna get backlash.
Yep.
it's gonna
But
get either way. If they don't do it, then people are gonna get mad about it. If they do it, then people are gonna get
yeah,
mad about it. There's no winning it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's just
Well,
So
all
you might as well do it.
Yeah. Take the
Yeah,
risk.
it's sadly it's either one extreme or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
all I'm gonna say is, just do whatever your creativity says.
You know, here's what I gotta say, and I want to leave it off here. If we were to all make a movie right now, and it was just the four of us, it would be equal.
Mm.
Yeah, 100%.
I think our first movie should be called How to Influence
How to Train Your
Equality.
Dragon
Yeah, How to Train Your
Oh.
Dragon with equality.
with equality.
I
We're gonna make Pineapple Express too. It's gonna be awesome.
I mean, I used to be in theater, so I'm actually inducted into the
Damn.
National Thespian Society. What's up?
Didn't do that. I was
Oh.
there. Decided not to do that. uh, and Jalen knows how to hold a camera, so
yeah,
Yeah.
4K HDR boy.
Alright, hold the camera, edit the video, make a soundtrack.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So yeah, it's gonna be an upcoming project for PCT. For anyone watching the stream though,
We'll keep you guys posted.
100%.
Harry, a Star Wars story.
Follow us on Twitter. We'll post all the updates there. But for anyone watching this podcast, if you missed out on the PlayStation event, we have pretty much all of the major trailers and videos up on the channel right now. So go take a look at those. They're all up, like I said. I'd say be sure to follow us on Twitter for news and updates. Join the
Join
Discord
us on
server.
Discord.
Yep. We having a blast. We need to do another community night soon, dude.
What do you want to play? Minecraft again? Something else?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
Ah,
Platform that we call play.
Yeah.
Problem.
Uno.
Uno night would be
I
awesome.
mean, actually, yeah, we could do a stream with the four of us on Uno.
Yeah.
Let's-
And we could answer questions and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love that. Dude, next Friday is going to be
I think that's actually a good idea. We should keep
Oh, we
that
just
in
got
mind.
a subscriber.
100%.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, buddy.
welcome.
Appreciate it. So yeah, next Friday is going to be intense because not only does The Last of Us come out, but we have another podcast. So hopefully I'm awake for it. Hopefully I'm in the right mindset for it.
You gonna have videos coming out for Last of Us?
So I was considering I don't know if I want to stream the whole entire Let's Play because I'm playing it in one sitting. I don't know if I'm gonna stream it or I'm gonna record videos. I don't know what's going on, but I will probably post a poll up on Twitter and see what people want and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah. If anything, you can also post it on your own channel too.
Oh yeah, 100%. Gotta. I do want to get back on that. And I'm also gonna have a 13 Reasons Why season 4 review coming out within the next couple of days here. So I'm finishing that up. Need to record the video, and then that will be all good. And I think we're gonna start posting a little bit more on this channel. I think we kind of
Yeah, I need to get back on the grind, posting stuff. But
Wait.
I'll have to find something new to. I'll have to find something new to play, man.
Oh yeah, you were the Battlefront guy.
Yeah.
Do
Let me buy Gato right now, bro. And I'll start streaming stuff.
yeah.
I just need SpongeBob to come out. That's all.
You are the second person to have said that recently, and I don't know what to say to you.
Childhood right there. You're talking about Ratchet and Clank. That's the game that I grew up with. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Jalen.
Yes.
Jalen.
Yes.
How does it feel that right after this we're gonna watch Artemis Fowl?
Are we going to do a review on that? I think if we do make a review, we need to
We're
include
gonna do a review on Artemis Fowl.
that has a 12 and a 28%. I think we'll talk about it.
Two of Miguel's favorite numbers.
But
28.
Pew pew pew.
But yeah, I think that's going to conclude this week's podcast. This is our first live podcast in like 3 weeks or something like that. 2 weeks? No, 3.
5.
I hate you. So we will see you
I'm
guys.
stalling so we end at 9.
Oh my
We're
god.
at 8:59. Let's just stay silent for a minute.
Okay. I can always put on the stream ending soon screen.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey,
Shut up.
when's 9 o'clock, bro? You ready?
Dude, we still got like 3 minutes left.
It's 8:59.
Yeah, I know math.
We appreciate the
Well,
new subscriber as well.
Yeah.
We got 30 seconds left.
30 seconds.
Welcome, Jovial Interloper.
What a majestic name.
Very.
But yeah, expect a lot of cool new things coming from the channel soon, and we appreciate you guys for watching and sticking with us, and we will see you guys next week only on PCT.
And we won't see you on the battlefront.
Battlefront's dead.
Ever.
Stay inside and stay safe.
Or don't.